a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Dropping back, it's Stevens. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And I like the throw. I like him understanding I'm getting man coverage. The sideline is my friend. I can't miss inside where that guy's chasing him. Throws it right on the corner route. Great job. Get a nice positive gain.
Leaves it with the veteran. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the way, but no flags. It's third down. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one. Game one. Make that first impression.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release on the RPO. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from running the Steelers.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. They didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it. Made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Back to pass, it's Stevens. Quickly out to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a great example of the defense. They're tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, downfield, now picking up the first.
The Tar Heels pump the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Quarterback run started in game one. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take it.
And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route.
I love it when they slip into the fullback. He's a guy that blocks a lot, so always in the box blocking, and then you sneak in by those linebackers and try to give him a touch or two to get some positive yards.
The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. They're going to run it. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Into the end zone. Can't move the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football. They think about it as you. They know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Has to get there to move the sticks. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive away as there's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out. It's long. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Mississippi State's offense headed on to the field. Now we'll first look at them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the rhythm.
Now, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have to have a big
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited food that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking
So I cannot come. I can't get out of my lineman for some reason.
Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Maybe I'm player a lot. Let me see.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Shit, I don't know, bro.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
I like this idea about the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Sends it back in motion. They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense lining up quickly.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Looking downfield, it's Stevens. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
So that boy was dropping that shit last year.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to them over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he stood inside there and took the hit.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Still can't come off of my user on the line, so I don't know what's going on. I don't want to start over, though. We winning, fuck it.
Getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Russ.
So once the ball snap, we can change.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got it. Good for the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes.
Oh, man. I can't even move nobody on offense to motion.
Again on the inside.
I was going to move the fullback out.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the run scrimmage. Up the defensive line, doing a great job tagging those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Stevens. Looking down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball on the ground. 4th down coming up. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They'll put it away for the first time tonight. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise.
What the fuck? They called a timeout before he even got down. He wasn't even, bro.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his hand. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I think a big reason reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Well, the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Offense scoops it up.
Damn, I tried to get that big bad.
Deep breath, right? And you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you.
I can't even switch on goddamn on the line on the phone.
For the offense.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
All right, we're going to take it to the half, man. 14-0.
And you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
First half, in close. Time now. Join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at a 17. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got him this time. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Keep it on the ground.
Really nice run there, picking up that first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Mississippi State right back to the line. The RPO fires quick to the ball. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one.
And that boy missed.
Body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Stevens. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still pulling ground cover and pick up the first. Muscling ahead on 32. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying to impose their will with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
I forced it. I tried to do the ski route. I forced it. Can't be a ski game without me throwing a fucking pick. Now I really got to play defense because I can't even move my people off of the one guy I'm on defense.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Russ. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on first down. They're working on the outside.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where they can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Wants to fire on second down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Balls in the deep ball. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the ground and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Georgia.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just...
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive in this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw at Stevens. Got his man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A run from the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
When you look see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Tight end now in motion. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield at Stevens. Looking to get it in. Goes upstairs.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? Those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they're on the accelerator.
Now they got me stuck on the wide receiver.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, gets long. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This defense might be reeling after those last 2, and now facing 1st and goal. They're trying to get it in with the run. Back to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense.
Can't move. Can't move off the guy, man. That's crazy. Now we on our side we can move.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field.
Back to the game. I can't put nobody in motion. I can't do it.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell ringing on this third down in Starkville. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
His ass still dropping the fucking ball.